Museums that break the mold. Many of the world's museums are finding new ways to engage visitors. Visiting museums used to mean walking down long hallway and staring at ancient artifacts or modern art. Today you can still do that, but many museums have found new ways to engage visitors. Beyond vision, several museums seek to stimulate all their guest senses, not just sight. Some museums include concert halls so guests can enjoy musical performances as well as exhibits. And these musical performances can even tie in with museums' visual arts. London National Gallery, for example, commissioned composer to write music based on some of its work of art. Other museum has displays that visitors can touch. The Prado Museum in Madrid, for example, has 3D copies of 6 of its painted. The Victoria and Albert Museums in London have hundreds of objects can touch. Guests can feel items, try on costumes, and build models. Many of these touch galleries originally are created for blind visitors.
Are
originally created for blind visitors, but more and more of them are now open to all. And the Tate Britain integrate even more senses with a 2015 exhibit of sound, smell, and taste inspired by its painted. Beyond gallery, museums have always accumulated more objects than they have room to display at one time. The vast majority of the most museums' collections are in storage, but now you can see some museum storage rooms up close. The Larco Museum in Lima proved that guests visit and even photograph its storage rooms. Other museums are standing items that once reside in dark storage rooms in satellite location. New York Guggenheim Museum was one of the first to do this, setting up a location in Spain. The Pompidou Center in Paris, France, has set up some satellite location with striking architecture. Its building in Malaga, Spain, is shaped like a glass cube. Meanwhile, the Museum of Contemporary in Los Angeles has set up a span called Underground Museums. It's located in a world-class neighborhood, so people who wouldn't normally visit museums can experience the arts. Beyond observation, in some museums, visitors cannot just look at other people's creation, but also make their own. The Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam has an online studio where visitors can combine the detail from masterpieces into new work of art. Visitors to Manhattan, Cooper, Howard, Smithsonian Design Museums receive a digital device called the pen. Visitors can use the pen on interactive tables, browse the collection, and download information. The museum also has a process lab where guests can experience multiple steps of design process. Beyond reality, augmented reality technology facilitates visitors in seeing more in exhibits than the physical objects in front of them. The Acropolis Museums in experiment with a project that lets visitors browsing the collection hold the tablet computer. The tablet shows image of the statues as they originally look, without damage and covered in vibrant paint. The Jaipur Getty Museums in Los Angeles use augmented reality that guests explore the objects in its collection in detail. For instance, guests can look and manipulate a 3D image of a comet from 17th century. They can open its door and glass inside. London Science Museum even has a augmented reality app with a 3D image of a celebrity introducing its exhibits. Visiting around the world flock to these exhibits to get a new look at history and arts.
好，这次好强。